From an early age, a person is blessed with a natural desire for knowledge and to push back the boundaries of possibility. When children play, it's one way of understanding the world technically, while also forming the basis of a fascination for technical excellence later in life. Not only one steelworker has fulfilled his childhood dream. He works a crane whose specifications are state-of-the-art. The crane DEMAG CC 2800 boasts awe-inspiring dimensions and technical properties. Just the area demarcating the underframe measures 100 square meters, including the counterweight 200 square meters. The working arm soars to a height of 160 meters. Together, this colossus can weigh up to 850 tons. With its load can move at 1.2 kilometers an hour. For this gigantic mass, the ground must have a bearability of no less than 100 newtons per centimetre square. The crane can lift the equivalent of 450 Skoda Octavias. That's 600 tons, 36 metres into the air. The tracked CC 2800 is a strongman amongst cranes, and its vital statistics would turn many ahead. It could easily put a 275-ton load on top of Petrine Tower, for example, which stands 60 metres tall. To a distance of 38 metres from the crane, it can carry a 40-ton load at a height of 160 metres. It can move a 6-ton load 134 metres to a height of 70 metres. For this extreme feat, the full counterweight of 240 tons is required, as well as an additional 300-ton superlift.
Před vlastním nasazením jeřábu je nutno zajistit přepravní povolení, udělat průzkum trasy a pochopitelně převzít vlastní pracoviště, kde jeřáb bude pracovat.
So let's now have a look at a steel assembly crane DEMAG CC 2800 in practice. All the crane parts are transported using 25 standard and 3 heavy-duty lorries. In order to transport the 83-ton engine room, you need a permit from the Ministry of Transport and to fix the route and schedule. Just for the loading and unloading of individual parts, the assembly company uses their own cranes which can lift 200 tons.
Na tomto pracovišti, co jsme ve firmě Mondy, hutní montáže tady ten jeřáb staví v sestavě 60 metrů základního ramene se superliftem, což je vlastně přidávané pomocné závaží nějakých 200 tun.
The transporting of the crane alone is a demanding logistical procedure that is orchestrated by skilled experts at the metallurgy assembly plant. The duration of assembly depends on local conditions, but on average it is completed within 3 days. The crane's own engine room is secured with hydraulic supports, which enable it to be lifted from its transport vehicle and put in place. After the 45-ton tracks have been unloaded, the engine room is assembled and the vehicle is then fully mobile. The counterweight, which is mounted next, can have a mass of up to 240 tons. To make assembly easier, a mobile track damper is used. It moves assembly devices and with its own hydraulics helps arm boom connections. Before the main boom is put together, the assembly and securing of the superlift boom is carried out. The assembly is carried out by 2 crane drivers, a further 4 experienced assembly workers, as well as a team of assistants. Then the main boom is mounted and secured. Before the crane can do any lifting, a function test is done to check close down switches, overweights and other safety devices. Is the lifting timetable prepared, lifting plan defined and securing work completed? What are the customer's specific requirements?
Tato práce, která je po nás požadovaná, obnáší na vyložení 38 metrů, což znamená od osy jeřábu na vyložení 38 metrů, zvednout 108 tun, vytáhnout je z budovy ven a pojet s nima řadově 30-40 metrů, odložit břemeno a opět tohleto břemeno v novém provedení zasunout zpět do budovy.
The crane driver enters the cabin, which is more like a jet plane cabin. Thanks to a system of cameras, he can see everything around the crane. He programs all the specifications of the lift into a computer, which controls the whole procedure. The computer has calculated that the lift can go ahead. If not, it cancels any action. It is part of a strict safety system that doesn't permit any dangerous manoeuvre. The load is secured and the driver signals that the lift is to be undertaken. The load is placed with the help of microlifting, accurate to within millimetres. The track crane DEMAG CC 2800 is ready to fulfill your demands working with heavy loads. But before you order, our technicians will pay a personal visit and acquaint themselves in detail with the conditions and every eventuality on site. Become a direct participant in the incredible feats of the metallurgy assembly crane DEMAG CC 2800.